What strange things happen in a tomb 50 meters underground? It's not just the Grim Reaper lurking below. Stone ghosts leap out from the rocks. I bet 9% of people haven't seen this super horror film. It's said that in the year of the plague in Paris, over 600,000 bodies were buried beneath the Eiffel Tower. The tomb stretches 32 kilometers, the largest known on Earth, but only 2 kilometers are open to the public. What's hidden in the remaining 320 kilometers? Today, we explore the largest tomb on Earth, the Paris Catacombs. Ji Niue, fulfilling his father's wish, became an alchemy historian. According to Nicholas's tombstone, 50 meters underground might be a relic for immortality, the Eye Stone. This depth matches the Paris Catacombs Museum. So he gathered his team and entered the forbidden zone through a secret passage. The guide suggested taking the usual bone path, but who knew discovered another secret passage. The guide strongly opposed it because 2 years ago, her partner Yan Chu went down and never returned. In the end, they followed the guide's advice, but as soon as they entered the cave, it collapsed. They had to focus on this secret passage. Once inside, it felt like a ghost was playing tricks on them. The path was the same one they just entered. The guide was clueless, and things were beyond his control. They had no choice but to press on. At a corner, a piano mysteriously appeared. It felt familiar, like the Chin Yinman at home 20 years ago, with a broken case. Amidst their panic, a phone rang, drawing them to a 200-year-old phone in another corner, with the voice of Hu Niu's deceased father. Suddenly, a figure appeared behind them. It was Yan Chu, missing for 2 years. I thought you were dead. Looking for me. Yan Chu led them deeper into an abyssal mine, claiming it was the only way out. But why was it downward? What strange things lay below? Once they reached the bottom, strange things happened. By the time they realized, the child was gone. Yan Chu warned them not to ask questions and to keep moving. He clearly knew the child, but ahead was a dead end. The only answer was the carvings on the stone wall. Here, Hu Niu's knowledge shone. It was an ancient Egyptian mechanism. Following the eagle's wings, they found a second pattern, known domestically as recognition. Hu Niu removed the stone, revealing an entrance. All paths led upward. They finally found the first chamber, where Nicholas lay, unchanged for 700 years. According to the clues, they turned off their headlamps and found a glow underwater. Hu Niu swam over without hesitation. The chamber was filled with treasures. Whether they could take them or not was uncertain. Even the philosopher's stone they sought was there. They divided tasks, taking and packing what they could. Fortunately, they only suffered minor injuries, except for Yan Chu, who disappeared. Seeing the woman's arm wound, Hu Niu used a bit of the philosopher's stone powder, and the wound healed without a scar. If swallowed whole, it might grant instant ascension. After a short rest, they found another clue mechanism in the water pit. Hu Niu broke the stone wall, revealing another downward passage. They had no choice but to continue down. This was the final entrance to hell. The meaning was clear. Once she entered, there was no turning back, but the way they came had collapsed. Hu Niu led the way again, but the scene made her scalp tingle. The chamber was where they had just collapsed. They were trapped in a loop. All signs and clues were reversed, like an hourglass with the same space above and below. Hu Niu quickly realized the problem. She dove back into the water, returning to Nicholas's chamber. But this time, the body was no longer lifelike, completely dry ice, and a person sat in the corner. The woman approached slowly. It was the recently vanished Yan Zhu. Yan Chu attacked wildly, killing the woman on the spot, then fled. Hu Niu tried using the philosopher's stone to heal her wounds, but it didn't work, as if it wasn't interested in the dead. They gathered themselves and continued. Following the path, they finally climbed back to the mine. When it was Xiao Hei's turn, a crow appeared behind her, and she fell to her death. They dared not linger, wanting to escape quickly. Along the way, they encountered more strange things. A natural car had a living man inside, uncontrollably. Drawn in. He died the worst, with his legs stuck outside, the rest of his body unimaginable. Only 3 survived. Death wasn't done with them. At a corner, the Grim Reaper stared at them. They pressed against the wall in fear, but a statue came to life, biting Shuaidan. Hu Niu tried using the philosopher's stone to heal him, but it failed. He realized they couldn't take anything from here. Hu Niu ran back without hesitation, retracing the path. Halfway, a hanged ghost blocked her way. It was her father. Hu Niu didn't stop, reaching the chamber in one breath, returning the Philosopher's Stone. Seeing the note in the mirror, she realized there was no Philosopher's Stone. Everything was to face their inner evil. She returned to her father, sincerely repenting for her mistakes. Her father slowly disappeared. When she returned to Shuaidan, she let go of past grudges, awakening him with sincere love. Under Hu Niu's guidance, they revealed their secrets. Shuaidan's brother faced danger as a child, and when she sought help, she got lost. By the time she returned, her brother was dead. The photographer had an illegitimate child outside. They faced their deepest secrets and jumped into the abyss. They were unharmed. At the bottom, a manhole cover couldn't be pulled up but could be pushed out. It was like an upside-down world. When they climbed out, they stood in the middle of the road. The story ends here. I think the film has a flaw. It doesn't explain where Yan Shu went. It's a documentary, so not understanding is normal. It's just for popularity. Honestly, it's the only film in recent years that scared me. Interested friends, as usual, the original film is in the fan group or on the homepage.